All right, let's go ahead and move on from individual awards and get into the main categories, if you will. We're starting off with Best Movie Discovery. So this could be any individual from any film in 2023 that we were not familiar with, but we see great things for in the future. And again, to emphasize clarity, because we've had some responses in the past when talking about this from listeners, we're not talking about movies. We're talking about actors, directors, cinematographers, composers, individual artists from these films that we discovered throughout the year. So with that laid out, kicking it back over to you, Jay, what do you have for Best Movie Discovery?
Yeah, my nominees for this category are Dominic Sessa, the kind of newcomer from The Holdovers, Celine Song, director of Past Lives. Like, on a personal level, even though this person has been making movies forever, Aki Kaurismäki, never seen a movie from Kaurismäki before, and watched Fallen Leaves this year, and that was kind of a revelation. Rain Allen Miller, the director of Rye Lane, which I think is one of the kind of under-discussed films of the year, and then Jewel Taylor, who directed They Cloned Tyrone, a classic example of a movie that got buried because it was on Netflix. But for me, my discovery is going to be Aki Kaurismäki, not just because of what might come in the future, but because of all the stuff I get to go back and watch. So
there's a lot.
On a personal level, Kaurismäki is going to be my discovery of the year.
Okay, good stuff. Brian?
Awesome, Jay. Awesome. Well, my nominees are Dominic Sessa for The Holdovers. Truly great performance to hold his own against Giamatti in that film. Kaylee Spaney for Priscilla. Celine Song for Past Lives. Screenwriter Sammy Birch for May December. And then also another director, Raven Jackson, for All Dirt Roads, Taste of Salt. And my winner here is Celine Song, for reasons that I'll get into plenty through this show and the next show. But I had the chance to sit down with Song this year at Awards Watch, and she was an incredible interviewer. She's very, very detailed, and she just has her pulse tapped into us already with her debut. She's already starting to make her next film. Just a filmmaker that I have the utmost confidence in is going to keep delivering great films. And it's such a personal movie, Past Lives, for her. And I think that personality is just going to carry over into the next project.
Yeah, I agree. She's a nominee for me as well, alongside Dominic Sessa for The Holdovers. Also, Sammy Birch, screenwriter for May December. So I've got 3 nominees there that we've already talked about in some capacity. My 2 others here are Sherry Cola, actress from Joyride, and Milo Mikado Grenier, the young actor from Anatomy of a Fall. I'll echo Ryan, though. I think Celine Song is the one that shows a particular form of promise that just excites me the most. And that's why she's also my winner here. A little fun fact, and I think I saw this on Twitter from our friend Daniel Hallett, that isn't her husband the writer of the new film Challengers, Luke Guadagnino's next film?
I heard that.
That is correct.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I think
fascinating.
It runs in this new cinematic family, I guess.
A movie, Brendan, about a love triangle.
Yeah.
Nepo husband.
Coincidence? I think not.
Wonder what they were writing about during the pandemic.
Sharing notes, maybe, from across the hall there?
No, man. Who would have thought that Challengers and Past Lives would become the defining companion piece of the entire year?
Wow.
The defining pairing there. But anyway, Celine Song. Really looking forward to what she has to do next.
Yep. I echo you guys. Celine Song is incredible. What she does with Past Lives, a nominee for me as well. As far as my other 4 nominees, I also have Sammy Birch, writer for May December. I have director Kyle Edward Ball for Skinamarink. I'm deeply excited to see what he can do with a bigger budget. I have Maria von Hauswolf, the cinematographer for Godland. Striking, absolutely striking. And then I also have Ayo Adibri, actress, obviously. She had a huge year with Bottoms, Theater Camp, Mutant Mayhem, and of course Across the Spider-Verse.
And the bear. Gotta watch that bear.
Oh yeah, I have not watched The Bear yet.
Absolutely. Haven't got to that as well. You know, my time is pretty limited these days. But with all of that said, as much as I agree with you guys about Celine Song and Past Lives, she was my winner for debut of the year. And again, we'll talk more about her as we go. So my winner for this category is actually going to be Io Adibri. I love her in everything that she did this year. She had an unbelievable year, not just being in all of those movies, but being one of the best components of all of those movies. Jay, I know you mentioned earlier, comedy is subjective. It very much is. So maybe this is just a subjective pick for me. But I think she has the potential to be one of the very great comedic performers of her generation. She's utterly magnetic, absolutely hysterical, and even given her persona on Letterboxd, I want to see what she does when she has more resources, when she is able to write her own scripts. Who knows, maybe even direct her own movies. I think she has so much untapped potential. It was a great year for comedies, especially studio comedies, and she was a highlight. Absolutely a huge highlight, a big discovery for me. I cannot wait to see what she does more.
Watch The Bear. The Bear might be better than everything we talk about tonight, so I would recommend watching The Bear.
That's all I've heard is that it's
I don't know about
amazing.
everything tonight, but yeah,
Okay.
it's great.